Hey friends, Dr. Christy here, and today I wanted to talk with you about muscles and your musculoskeletal system and why we sometimes get tight muscles that we feel like we need to stretch or go to physical therapy for or get massages for. So, I actually had a massage this morning and it was amazing. I highly recommend getting massage therapy work to most of my patients. Not only is it relaxing and just a good opportunity to have time for yourself, but it allows you to just let the muscles go a little bit and have some work done on your body physically. However, as I was having this done, it occurred to me today that this is a really important thing that I think most people miss the boat on when doing stretching and getting physical therapy treatments and even getting massage work, is the why your muscles are tight in the first place. So let's, for instance, take an obvious muscle, this area right up here. How many people out there get tight up in the upper traps and upper shoulder area? Most of us do to some degree, right? So I want to ask you some questions. Why would that area be tight? Now, of course, the one easy answer is stress. We hold all of our tension in our shoulders. There's some energetic and emotional based reasons. This is the concept of shouldering burdens and bearing things by our attitude, and we can make life a burden by our attitude. This is like quotes from Louise Hay book, if you've heard me quote her before. So number one, I always look to the energetic and emotional based reasons for why our bodies are manifesting physical issues. On the other hand, if we just want to stay with structural for a moment, the other point I want to make is muscles get tight in response to other muscles not pulling their own weight. So let's, for example, say that you're back in school and you're doing a project with, say, 5 other people, and everyone's got an assignment to do, you're putting everything together, and person A and person B are doing so much work, and person C, D, and E, they kind of slack off. Well, person A and B then have to hold the brunt of all 5 of those people together, all on their shoulders. So think about this in terms of the body. We have different muscles and they maintain different balances, and they all have different firing patterns, and they all have different roles in our system to keep us most balanced and optimally functioning. And so if you've got 5 or 6 muscles doing the job to support your spine, to support your neck, and all these different structures in your back, and some of those muscles say, I'm not really interested in participating, other muscles have to over-contract and over-facilitate in order to compensate for those not doing their own job. So is it the problem of the muscles that are doing too much work? No, it's the problem that the other ones aren't doing enough. So instead of just going for that massage or just going to physical therapy or just going to yoga to stretch all those tight muscles that we all have tight muscles, look back to what else could be weak and under-facilitated and suboptimally functioning to gain clarity on where you actually need more support. So if we just do some basic scientific, logical based reasoning here for a second. If your biceps muscle is tight, that might indicate that your tricep is weak. So for instance, if the tricep is weak, the bicep's going to overcontract. It's either one of 2 things basically happen. It's either the antagonist is over-facilitating to compensate for a weak opposite muscle group, or synergists, so muscle groups that are tending to do the same thing in different, slightly different areas. So like if the upper traps are tightening, perhaps you have a weak levator scapula that's in the back of the neck, perhaps you have weak rhomboids. Look at the musculoskeletal chart and you can pick out certain muscle groups that synergistically do similar actions, but not exactly the same actions, but do some similar actions. And if those things weaken, it is more likely to lead to this particular muscle group over-facilitating, doing more work than it needs to because the other ones aren't doing enough. Then we can trace back to those muscle groups and figure out the ones that aren't doing their full job and their full responsibility. Yes, we can go to the gym and work those out. But if they're neurologically inhibited because our diet is off point, because our emotions are off point, or the organ system that corresponds with that particular muscle group is optimally functioning, you may need some different nutritional supplements to support it. This is why I do what I do. It's not as simple as just go to the gym, work this muscle out, go to PT and get this stretched. Everything has a purpose, everything has a reason for why it's happening in your body. Look a little deeper. If you want some help looking deeper, drop me a line, drop a comment below, and let me know if I can help and support you. That's all I got for you today. think critically about your body, and I'll talk to you soon.